Hi, this is Dr. Nemechek of the Nemechek Protocol. I want to talk to you about how the Nemechek Protocol can help a number of children with a number of different problems, whether it's, cerebral palsy, in utero exposure to maybe drugs or alcohol, head injuries of a variety, brain surgeries, tethered spinal cord, all these kind of things. I get these questions all the time on the blog. And so the principle behind the Nemechek protocol is it's not that we fix autism, all right? It's not that specific. What the Nemechek protocol does is reduces this inflammatory stress that prevents the brain from repairing itself, okay? So by reducing this inflammatory stress, the brain starts fixing itself the way it naturally should have. So you get neuronal pruning, you get repair. You can see kids with developmental delay and ADD and all this stuff. It all just starts lessening and lessening and lessening over time, and in many cases seems to completely go away. And so it's all about the body's ability to fix the damage it should have fixed in the beginning. All right. Now, what if a child's born with, say, cerebral palsy? That's a lack of oxygen to the brain. Alrighty. Now, we know in adults, when you get a stroke, this is a lack of oxygen to the brain of sorts, and that you'll often recover of all the damage. About 70% of it seems to go away. Okay, there's an tremendous capacity to repair that damage. So maybe that repair mechanism really wasn't at play at birth. If there was enough inflammatory stress going on then, that maybe this child with cerebral palsy, which is lack of oxygen, only repaired 25% of what damage actually occurred. That means you have about 50% left on the table, all right? And 50% more recovery potentially by reducing this inflammatory stress and allowing the body's natural mechanisms to turn back on, okay? And we have a variety of kids who are actually having improvements in a wide range of things, all right? So if somebody says impossible, can't do it, never, all right, they really ought to be telling you, that doctor really ought to be telling you, they just don't know how to get the body to fix it yet, okay? Well, a big part of it is we just got to reduce the inflammation. So remember, Nemechek protocol is really safe. Right? All we're talking about here is fish oil and olive oil. Now, kids in the Mediterranean have been exposed to that forever, right? In high doses. Inulin, it's in a wide variety of foods, including onions and garlic. A large part of the world's been exposed to that for centuries, if not thousands of years. So it's very safe, very effective at lowering inflammation, and very effective at reigniting the body's ability to repair itself. So you really got nothing to lose and a lot to gain. So I hope that's helpful for all you parents out there with kids that have kids with problems that don't really fit in the autism or the ADD or these little categories or all kind of the what ifs. Give it a go. I don't think you stand anything to lose. And from what I'm hearing, we're picking up a lot of recovery that had been left on the table. That's all for now. This is Dr. Nemechek, Buckeye, Arizona. Have a good one.